Scott is an Emmy-winning actor you know from The Birdcage, as well as shows like The Simpsons and Brockmire. He stars in The Artist, which premieres with the first 3 episodes on the network.stream on November 27th. Let's take a look.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it within him to set you
A
free.
woman was never to be published.
Lilith.
I did you a favor.
You're never gonna go to Paris.
Quite a brazen one at that.
You are never going to Paris. Do you hear me? You bet on the wrong pony and you lost. We all did. The rest of it, that just doesn't matter because you lost, I lost,
Shut up.
we all lost.
Shut up, Marion.
I'm getting the sense this isn't entirely about me.
Marion! God damn it! God!
Please welcome back to the show our friend Hank Azaria, everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I mean, punched by Mandy Patinkin, you
Yeah.
can't ask for more than that.
It's on the resume now.
It's on the resume.
Special skills.
This is, I say this with adoration, this show is nuts in a
It's
really
crazy.
fun way.
I have described it as Downton Abbey on acid,
Yeah.
and that is exactly what it is.
It's a murder mystery that takes place in the Gilded Age. You play Thomas Edison. Was that on your bingo card for a part
Absolutely
that
not.
would come your way?
No, really, I can really check that one off. Thomas Edison. No, and I was like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
And they sent it over, and I read the script, and I'm like, this is really good. I mean, for a historical, I guess, black comedy, dramedy,
Yeah.
whatever it is, set in the Gilded Age, the use of the C word came up more than I expected.
Yeah.
More than I expected.
It's immediately filthy, and you realize people didn't start using those words in like 1980. Those words been around.
I guess.
Yeah.
At least in this world,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
They're using it a lot.
As Thomas Edison, I didn't have to say it, but I had to react to it.
You had to react to it.
Yeah.
It is on the network.
Yes. If you go on Apple, okay, on your Apple thingy, and you search the network.stream, I got to do this because they need it to be said.
Yeah.
Search the network.stream, then you get a free app, and then you'll find this show.
Got it. I'm glad you're spelling it out because I've said it twice already, and both times I'm worried I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah. They assure me it's real,
Okay.
and it actually wasn't.
It's a real show.
It felt like, I know George Clooney. It felt like a joke he might be playing on me. I showed up at a set and
Oh my
ha
God.
ha ha, it's not real.
really funny to have enough money to prank somebody by making them shoot a whole season of television.
George would do it.
Yeah,
George
and
would
they
do it.
like get you to do a full press tour, and then they're
Yeah.
like, "That's not a show."
There was no film in the camera.
You have a cover band.
I do have a cover band.
Easy Street Band.
Yeah, Springsteen.
Springsteen.
Yeah.
And what's very novel about this, compared to cover bands I've heard, any cover band really, is you both are doing Springsteen songs, but you're also taking advantage of like that wonderful thing that Bruce does, which is he tells a lot of really great stories in between the songs.
Yeah, a lot of spoken word from Bruce.
Yeah.
I grew up, loving these bootlegs.
Yeah.
And now on Spotify, you can get every live recording of Bruce ever made. But back in the day, we had to go to the record store. Kids.
Yeah.
There's a thing called a record store.
Yeah.
You bought vinyl records, and he would give these, monologues. We called them talks in concert, which I found extremely inspiring.
Yeah.
Even equal to the songs.
Yeah.
About following your dreams, of being who you are, about getting out of the circumstance you find yourself in, and.
They also would often end with a song that you weren't guessing where it was going. And then right at the
Yeah.
end, he would tie it into that song, and that was incredibly special because then you would always remember the story with the song when you heard it over the years.
Absolutely. I mean, he was really, he's a brilliant storyteller and writer, obviously. And sometimes you didn't know where he was going. Or like in the middle of a song called Grown Up, which is off his first album, he would tell the story about getting in a motorcycle accident as a teenager, and he would connect his life with the songs in a way that was very affecting to me and really inspired me to try to become a creative person as a teenager.
So you're obviously covering the songs. People have that expectation when they go to see it.
We try to recreate Bruce's sound as exactly as possible.
And then do you also then cover the stories?
It's a weird thing. It's almost performance art set. Like I tell the story of the night that I first met my wife. And it was love at first sight for me, for Hank Azaria. But I tell it as Bruce. I tell the night that my...
This is very much performance
It's
art.
very
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
Well, I turned 60 a couple of years ago. I felt a certain way about that, as the kids like to say. To cheer myself up, I'm like, I'm gonna invite all my friends to a birthday party and do like a reverse surprise. I told them I had a Springsteen tribute band coming. I didn't say that I had been working for months to front it. And then I made them all watch it, like I did a 90-minute performance. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that was in, right?
So this is a cry for help.
Essentially.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't even call it. I call it a post-midlife crisis.
It's great.
'Cause I'm way too old to
I
have a
will say,
midlife.
I want to, from a distance, this could really be Bruce.
It could be Bruce.
Yeah, it's really well done. I mean, I think.
No,
for,
it's a good band.
Did you have you met the man?
I met him years ago twice, and fanboyed so hard the first time. I was doing a musical called Spamalot.
Yes, fantastic.
And thank you. Monty
Yeah.
Python, another hero of mine. Well, he's not a real person, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Eric, certainly Eric.
So I finished the show one night backstage, knock on the door of my dressing room, open it, and Bruce Springsteen's sitting there alone. And I handled it really well, like this. Like that. And he was really sweet. He gave me his review of the show, and we chatted long enough for me to get up the nerve to tell Bruce what he meant to me.
Yeah.
I tell this story in concert sometimes. And I said, Bruce, I got to tell you, your music meant so much. I had some very hard times as a teenager. Your music got me through it, but not just your music. Those monologues, they inspired me to be a creative person when really no one else would or could. I wouldn't be standing backstage at the Schubert Theater talking to you if not for you. That is what I said, but that is not how I said it. I swear, this is how it came out. Bruce, I love you. You meant so much. I wouldn't be out here. I sounded like a goose on acid. A lot of acid themes in my life. And I don't think he could even understand what I was saying.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looked at me and gave me kind of a fatherly pat on the shoulder.
Right.
And then found a reason, to go away within 30 seconds. I don't blame him. Years later, I went to see his Broadway show.
Which is incredible.
Yes, and at intermission, a guy came up and said, would you like to come back and say hi to Bruce afterwards? Like, oh, of course. I said to my wife, I'm not gonna blow it this time. I'm gonna be calm. We go backstage, I'm doing deep breathing exercises, and he's making his way down a receiving line with his wife, Patty. And I swear, before he gets to us, before he can even say hello, I go, Bruce, you play growing up? No, seriously, my senior high school yearbook page is all the lyrics to Growing Up. And he looked at me, same look on his face, as if to say, aren't you the nut that effed this up the last time? And same, nice pat on my shoulder. And he was gone. But yeah, so I blew it twice.
That's all right. I feel confident you're going to have a third shot at this and you're going to nail it.
I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for
I'm so
having us.
excited for the show.
Thank you.
And it's great to have you guys. Hank Azaria, The Artist, premieres November 27th on the network. Stream. We'll be right back with Renata Rankin.